All right, welcome everyone to our October Mastery Monday and happy October. I hope you're all starting this month out with smiles in your heart and on your faces and in your lives. And if not, hopefully we can shift that today. All right. Hi, Kathy in Holland, Michigan. All right, so we've got a nice representative of people in the US and beyond today. Excited to share this with you of what I'm receiving, what I feel is happening in our collective, and I'd love to hear more from you later on. What what you're experiencing, but really just feeling this space of integration right now, and welcoming us into the opportunity to celebrate a bit, to support us in our experience and our lives, and really tune into how that deepens our heart and soul, the unity of our heart and soul. So we're gonna have some fun today, as well as just deepen some of these processes that we've been experiencing. So for some of you who this might be your first time, thank you for those who consistently are present, and for those of you who this is your first time, we begin with a short grounding meditation, and then I share a bit on what I'm receiving on this planet through the cosmos, and then on the topic for today, and then we do a short meditation to support us in our bodies and our experience, and then after that I open it up for people to share. So just welcoming you in this moment, if you wish to just close your eyes. You're in a safe place to, or if you want to keep them open, that's fine too. Just welcoming yourself to this moment, to this experience. To this moment. And with your breath, just feeling your breath, sensation of your breath in and out, welcoming life, the life that we are through this breath in our bodies. So as we inhale and exhale, we're going to invite and say yes to life, filling us up. And as we exhale yes to life into the space around us. Welcoming yourself as life here in this moment. And as you're breathing, just noticing your body, noticing your mind, noticing how you may be showing up right now, how you came in, and anywhere that there may be tension in the body, in the physical body, or in the mind. Just welcoming your breath to, and this life-giving force to surround that area, to release the tension or open the space. Or if you're feeling good, just letting all of those feelings expand and open even more. Welcoming every cell of your body to receive this life, this knowing of yourself. As we bring a beautiful white light from the top of the head. So on your next breath, just breathing above the top of your head, this beautiful white light that's going to fill the whole center channel of your body. Breathe all the way down into the center of Earth. And as you breathe down into the center of Earth, we just let our body settle in, our face, our shoulders, our hips, our energy, any thoughts that you're having, the emotions, just sending them all down through this light into the center of the heart of Earth, into the crystalline grid that takes all this energy and just transmutes it into pure energy. Pure energy. And on your Next inhale, breathing this pure energy back up through the soles of your feet, through the center panel of your body, letting it flow all the way up through the top of the head, welcoming it into the sun, into the central sun, into source, this beautiful channel of light and wholeness and completeness that we are. And then letting it flow on either side of you, in front of you, around you, like a beautiful donut of energy flowing around the whole of your body and then flowing back up through the root, and just letting this flow, that all the cells of your body, all of your energy body is receiving this fluid flow of light from earth through source, through your own body, welcoming the wholeness of your soul, of your being, your experience here right now in this moment. To be here and aware of yourself and all that you're here to receive, taking a breath through the heart, welcoming in the pure love of yourself, the pure love of all that is. As we welcome all of our souls to connect, I'm just seeing a beautiful heart-shaped light in the center of our circle that our purest selves are connecting into, our highest selves, our knowing, our wisdom that is all here to be shared, connected, unified to support every one of us and everyone that is a part of the replay. Knowing the brilliance of our unique self that supports the whole and the unity of all that is. Just taking a deep breath. Being able to be held and supported and connected here in this space throughout our time together. Breathing into your own body. And just being open to all that is here for you today. Thank you. Thank you everyone for being here. Feels really nice. Feels like everyone's coming in with a softer energy today. And again, feel free throughout this time to just share anything in chat that you're experiencing or resonating with, or anything that you're experiencing. Because I love to hear what you're experiencing so I can kind of incorporate it into what I'm speaking as well. So it's fascinating right now because we went through such an expansive and clearing moments through September, and entering into October, there feels to be this deep energy that's saying yes to all of that and stabilizing and integrating a lot of this energy for a lot of clarity, and also the things that are showing up that I see showing up in the field right now through the collective are like, oh, here's a little pocket. Oh, here's a little pocket, but it is more gentle. And I'm curious if anyone's experiencing that, or if some of you are still experiencing maybe the intensity of the squeeze, but it feels like the body and the mind and the heart and the soul and the collective is saying, okay, we got this. We've got these deepened layers of ourself that have shown themselves, and now it's time to say yes to the gentleness and the possibility of more gentleness in the way that our connection to ourself is arising. Yes, Lisa, thank you. So even in the consciousness of Earth right now, excuse me, I'm noticing that, as we know, as this planet as a starseed planet, where we have collectively created this planet through so many different types of consciousness, through so many different types of the diversity, the multiplicity of creation itself, that we're recognizing the threads that weave it all together. that weave it all together, and everything is saying, we can breathe with this more easily now. We can breathe more with the acceptance of the diversity of our own unique self, as well as the diversity of the greater field of creation. There's the weaving has stabilized, like there's a structure, the grid through the planet and the grid around the planet, and the grid is like, okay, all right, here we go. let's see if we're maintaining, let's see how much we can maintain of this as we move forward in our experience. And one of the greatest pieces that I'm seeing is how the heart and the soul of ourselves is saying yes, whenever, and that's why I wanted to bring in some celebration today, because whenever we say yes to the parts of ourselves that are like, oh, I can see this growth that's happening, or I can see this physical change happening, or I can see how I'm shifting in my experience, or how I'm opening up, or anytime we celebrate that little moment, it strengthens our capacity to be in our heart, to be in our bodies, as well as allow those moments where we are struggling to just be what they are and just let them flow through. Because we're creating, every time we're affirming life in any of these moments, we strengthen that foundation. We strengthen the foundation of saying yes to our soul. And then there's more openness for our soul to say, your subconscious, your mind, your field to say, yes, there's that yes we're waiting for, to create and expand more space. There's the heart to settle in. There's this experience that we still stay dedicated and devoted to. And so I'd love to hear if anyone wants to just share in your chats, in the chat space, of anything that you do want to celebrate, anything that you want to say yes to in your life right now that is supportive for you. And yeah, there are lots of, Sarah, I want to read this, I've been noticing as we're going through this massive shift through September and before, sleep has been off for a lot of people. Sometimes the whole sleep schedule has been shifted. People are feeling ill in their bodies, especially digestive stuff happening. And just knowing that is multi-layered in how we're receiving our information, and how our body's capable of taking on the information, and how the physical body has to clean itself out, or sometimes that illness is stuff coming to the surface, like, or that digestive stuff is like, let's be more empty. Like, don't put anything in here, because it has to clean out, right? It has to clean out. And that cleaning out is also a lot of weight of energy of all the past stuff that we're moving through, as well as how well are we able to digest life? How well are we able to say whatever we're experiencing, that we can digest it in a clear way through our thoughts, through our emotions? How are we responding to it? How much are we willing to open to it? And that's even in those moments when we can say, wow, there's something deep shifting here because of how I'm feeling. Obviously, there is something up. Can I even, in one moment, and maybe feeling like crap, say, wow, let's celebrate this for a second, because I know that underneath this, what's coming up is something that's shifting my whole reality, my whole being, my whole makeup of my cellular functions right now. And what is it showing me? Right. And so, and also that deep surrender into it. I know some people around me right now that are like, literally up all night and not being able to sleep till early morning. And it's like, nothing that they do is shifting it. And it's like, okay, all right, well, with the magnetism of the earth shifting, with the axis of shifting, we're still working on our bodies coming into coherence with these shifts. And if that's where we need to be kind of like on an opposing circadian rhythm right now, or is opposing, what we think is opposing. No, it's just this rhythm that our body is trying to balance out and come into. And so it's a fascinating opportunity right now. So I'm just wanting to read some comments here. Yeah, beautiful. The shifting of the weight. Oh, yeah, awesome. Oh, wow. Yeah, thank you, Kathy. Yeah, experienced a shift from pressure in September to exhaustion yesterday, coming back to life today. Opening meditation helped me feel the full shift. Beautiful. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah. I mean, it's almost like, can we be okay? Going back to some of these conversations that we keep having, can we be okay with what's arising? Can we be okay with what's arising? And in this moment, so allowing, allowing the possibility that it's not something bad or negative or uncomfortable that's happening when we feel ill, when we feel uncomfortable. It's what's opening here. What's opening here? Right? What's happening? What's showing itself to me? Like, wow, I feel like the more we go on this adventure and the more we can open our heart to what's happening, the more we can say yes and yes and yes and yes to all of this that's showing up. So, and it cultivates our strength, right? It cultivates the strength of our being. It cultivates that experience of where the subconscious knows, where the superconscious, so we have, the superconscious, the subconscious, and our conscious. Our conscious, is like what we're playing with in this reality. Our subconscious is all the involuntary in the past and all that fun stuff. Superconscious is the soul, right? And so what we're doing right now is those three are overlapping and we're shifting so rapidly through the layers of our consciousness in in such a sequence right now that it's like, okay, wait, where are we going to come into that non-separation? Where are we going to continually say yes to that space in between? Space in between where they all exist as one. And we are in that space because I wrote this a bit back in one of my emails, is how much are we actually communicating with ourselves, or what we're, instead of just thinking about the experience that we're having, going, what's this, what's that, instead of going, or like we're looking at it, we're kind of looking at ourselves as like something's happening, rather than going, I see you happening, I feel you happening, what's here in this, like, I feel that sensation in my belly, or I feel this sensation, like, hello sensation, hello, pain, or hello thought, or hello this. And that's what threads all of our conscious aspects together, is when we open into that communication with ourselves. Yeah, absolutely, Joe. No energies we have not had before. It just takes adjustment. Yeah. So what I'd like to do is this integration that we're having is being able to be aware of just the subtleties. By that communication opens up the subtleties, and then it brings in the information from our soul and our heart to recognize just the different levels and layers that are taking place right now. And so today, I just want, in our meditation, just want to support the integration of what has been opening up for us and open up that communication a bit, so that we're really tuning into that yes to all of it, that yes to the adjustments, that yes to the shifts, the yes to the discomfort and the comfort, so that we're shifting more and more and more to that center, to the heart, to the presence, to the space, free of the judgment, free of the, maybe the fear or the discomfort, and we just allow the deeper allowing, the deeper yes. So, does anyone else want to share in chat anything that you're experiencing right now? And yeah, I love that, Phil. Emotional body is cleansing and shifting. Feel things getting lighter. Yeah, absolutely. So we get to celebrate this lightness. We get to celebrate these moments, to tune the heart and the soul as one experience. And I'm seeing that even in the cellular structure of our bodies, as I tune into the field, it's like the cellular structures of our body are, I'm watching this patterning of even the blood cells of the body, and how, as we are breathing, and we're going to work with this today in our meditation, as we are breathing and we're working and recognizing each breath as this life-giving force, we're saying yes to life, celebrating life, bringing life into every oxygen molecule and every blood cell of the body, that then every cell, every space of the body receives that. So it's like we're working on that physical level as well as that energetic level. And so just let's really feel that today. Let's really open that today. Let's bring in, uh, and from within the heart and soul, we're kind of play with that external, internal movement, that internal, external movement that ripples and radiates just that regenerative, life-giving force that brings that unity of the heart and the soul together in every moment. So anyone want to share? I love that. I'm not, maybe that's part of your celebration, is that you're uh just, I feel like I just want to celebrate where we're at in our collective reality right now. uh those of us who are choosing to come into this space, right? Those of us who are choosing to remind ourselves and devote ourselves to this, right? And letting everything else be what it is, but saying, hey, what I want is harmony. What I want is that balance. What I want is life. What I want is this. And that's who we are, right? So let's just keep affirming that in our meditation today, in our connection. So because it's as if we're on this precipice right now of what we call that critical mass, that critical mass of tipping the scales. And so we can recognize ourselves, just the microcosm, the ecology, the culture of our own physical bodies, our own physical beings, with our energy, as that of going, okay, when I am saying yes to myself, when I am surrendering into these experiences, when I'm opening this heart, when I'm integrating these spaces, when I'm celebrating myself in this experience, then I am becoming that critical mass on a physical level, like the mass of our bodies is becoming that, right? And so we we are our own, right? We are our own scales of balance. Where do we want to be with that? So, Julie, I want to maintain an open heart, saying yes to that. Yeah, yeah. And so let's start with having an open heart for you first, right? That's where it really begins. Where let's maybe tune into that for anybody here today, is where are we not open in our hearts with ourselves still? Because that's where we begin, right? Mm, Joe, yeah, dealing with some anger from an experience. Ah, yeah. Hmm. So let's work on clearing any energies around that maybe. Whew, yeah, lots of karma clearing with that one. So let's do that. So yeah, Sarah, doing a big cleanse for equinox right now, supporting you. Yeah, thank you for being here, Sarah, in your cleansing space. And the exhaustion that comes from cleansing sometimes. The exhaustion of life itself. I feel like we're all cleansing on some level, right? So glad you're here with us. So let's go into meditation. Let's open up the field. Let's open up the space to anywhere where we're feeling dissonance, anywhere where we're feeling tension, anywhere where we're feeling that maybe we can't celebrate. Let's open into what has been opening to integrate that Settle these energies, welcome any of the healing that's necessary, and then we're just going to sit with the opening of our heart and soul to unify even more, to welcome this balance and harmony through the cells of our bodies. That feel good? Feel good, everyone? Ready for that? So let's take a deep breath in, and if you wish to close your eyes, and just taking a deep breath in, closing your eyes, recognizing the part of you that said yes to showing up today. Yeah, yeah. Just feeling what's open for you right now. We're going to breathe in. I'm welcoming in what we call the quantum love sanctuary around each one of us, a holding space that really allows the body and the energy to relax into the space of feeling nurtured and held and supported. Welcoming. Yeah, we're going to breathe some golden light, a soft light, nurturing light through every heart that's present here, every heart that's coming in, every heart that's coming into the replay, all the hearts. We're welcoming a nurturing energy to allow the body, the mind, the emotions, the field to rest, to just rest and be happy. And in this moment, I'm going to place a golden light, golden ball in the center of our circle. And if you wish to, this is a place that you can just send all the energy that you no longer wish to hold on to in your body, in your mind, around your body. Whew, we're going to ask. Yeah, good. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to ask, yeah, for any cords, any clearing of the space of anyone else's energy, of anything else's energy, any place, any location. Yeah, we're going to cut all cords. We're just going to release from the center of our bodies, from our energy bodies, all cords to anyone else. I'm just seeing to ask for a massive clearing of connections to people, places, things on any level that is keeping us in any way from fully stepping into our heart, to the yes to ourselves, to the yes to life. We're just going to do a mass level of all time, space, dimension through the field of our physical bodies, our cells, our DNA, our energy bodies. Whew. Just noticing any parts of the body that may tense up and just welcoming the breath of life here. Remembering the light and the breath of light as a support, as an assistance to open that space and welcome all the energy that wants to flow through, all the cells of the body, any of the detox that wants to happen here in a gentle way. We're going to welcome a gentleness and ease and a support and a love. Yeah, let all the emotions, ooh, let it all out, let it all out. In everyone's space, we're in our own space. No one else is disturbed by anyone else's space. We're all doing this collective clearing, individual clearing. And as this is happening, we're going to just bring some waves of this beautiful iridescent light through the bodies, through the cells to support the ease and integration of all of this energy that's flowing out, going through. Just letting all free, just liberating anything that's being held onto, letting the mind open to, letting the neurotransmitters of the brain open to flow of new construct and energy, welcoming the subconscious to open to your conscious, superconscious knowing of the fluid flow of the soul. I'm just seeing so many geometries around the body shifting and arranging with this. In the true template of your body and being. And let's breathe into the heart here. Breathing into your heart, breathing into your space, breathing into your body. Deep breath into the heart. And noticing anywhere that you may still be withholding love and connection to yourself. Where are you still withholding love and connection to yourself? Still withholding connection. It's welcoming that to arise and just saying, seeing, feeling. Is it okay now to allow parts of myself to open? To myself more. Just welcoming in, I'm just seeing places of safety, places of security, places of acceptance, acknowledging, bringing more of our awareness into our internal body, our internal state, our internal knowing, our internal being. Bringing our awareness and presence into the body, into the body. That we remember that we're safe, that we're okay. We acknowledge and be, love, connect with ourselves. Strengthening through even the feet of the body, standing in the world from our center, our heart. And in this moment, just bringing an experience to acknowledge yourself, to say yes to yourself. And in this moment, giving yourself the opportunity to celebrate one thing, one experience, one quality, one knowing of yourself. Giving yourself the gift of permission. Open to that. Just feeling the openness here and any grief it's releasing, as well as any just feeling that, just welcoming the joy that celebration brings, welcoming the expansion, the inspiration, the yes to life that it brings. And in this experience, we will allow, we will allow all that's been taking place through the shifts and changes of our lives to integrate through the heart of every cell, the light that's in every cell. So welcoming this celebration, this opening, knowing, and this yes to every cell of the body. And if you can, bringing in appreciation, gratitude for this opportunity to celebrate, to be in the heart, to be in the soul, to be in the presence, to be in your own presence. This space. Maybe there's something else you'd like to acknowledge about yourself, acknowledge, celebrate for yourself. As we welcome in the unity more and more, the soul that is always saying yes to you, always saying yes to this body. Welcoming in the qualities of yourself that know this, that are this, that support this, that strengthen your capacity to welcome your wisdom. Yeah. Mm. Welcoming and saying yes to a strong foundation of this through your life, through your body, through your being. Welcoming our soul to enter our heart in this pure love essence more and more and more throughout the body. Welcoming again the light of every cell of the body to breathe as this heart of soul, as one. Saying yes. The honoring, the humbling, the gratitude that comes in this space of the self, to the self, with the self, for the self. I'm going to sit here for a moment. Beautiful. Seeing a lot of balance and harmony flowing, lightness, connection. As we allow all of that energy that is released, that transmuted, fill us up with a pure, clear energy. Sitting in stillness for a moment to let all that we are to integrate with ease. Just allowing, we're going to ask all of this to anchor, stabilize through the center of your body and through your experience as you walk in life, as you talk in life, as you feel in life, as you think in life. That we think and feel, move, be in unison with our heart, in unison with our soul, in unison with this stable foundation of ourselves more and more and more. And as we do this, if you wish to, just utilizing this powerful energy right now. If there's any place you'd like to send it within your body, your mind, your heart, to create any deeper healing, or if you wish to just receive the information through this clear field right now, a moment here. Mm. Again, just bringing in this space. There's the deep remembrance and knowing of your truth, of this yes to yourself, of this yes to your heart, of this yes to your soul, of this yes to your body. And remembering throughout your day to remember you, the love for you, the honoring of you, the gratitude for you, to soften, to relax, to feel the creative, expanded energy of yourself, of your body. In the center of this space, to gaze upon the world from with love, that deep acceptance and surrender of self brings, to let go of the external world more and more and more, so that your internal world, so it's radiating, rippling, and allowing you to meet the world, create the world. Thank you. Taking a deep breath into the heart. As you take a deep breath, just continuing to settle into the body, settle into your space, settle into the universe. just starting to feel your body and the space around you. As you begin to feel the space around you, just notice the expandedness of your space and your heart. And so when you open your eyes, you look around the space around you from that centered, connected heart space. It's a deep internal space. Just welcoming you into your, yeah, the wholeness. If there's anything that you would like to share in chat, anything that you would like to share with your voice, I'd love to hear of anything that you experienced throughout this conversation meditation. And you can raise your hand either on the screen or actually, no, not on the screen. If you raise your hand, if you go to participants, next to your name, you can raise hand, or if you go to chat, or if you're on your phone. I'd just love to hear anything that you may have experienced through that, or if you have a question that you'd like some guidance with, clarity around what this space is for. And also just write any questions that you have. Wow, that was powerful. So much. So much was surrendered, transmuted in such a beautiful way. It's just like you could just feel a massive wave of stuff moving, and then everything just settled and evened out. And so I invite you to maybe create this type of short practice throughout your day whenever maybe you find yourself feeling in separation from yourself, or in reality when you have that awareness where you find yourself kind of caught up or in the busyness, just right, settle into the center, ask for all to dissolve, welcome yourself to your heart, and maybe bring that acknowledgement of yourself in. And you still can't find the hand. That's funny. Sorry. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just I know it's funny in this way, but if you'd like to write whatever you'd like to write in chat, that's fine. Or you can just unmute yourself. You know how to mute yourself, Joe? If you'd like to share something, Joe, you can just unmute yourself. Yeah. Yeah. You tap the screen at the bottom, there should be the mic. But yeah, it's I feel that the more we're capable of coming into this recognition of ourselves and remembering our heart. Yeah. Go ahead, Joe.
I'm having trouble because I'm still a little rattled about all that. But after all that, kind of like, I know I did the right thing. That's all I need to know. The rest will take care of itself. Thank you for the refocus. I couldn't get the anger out of the way to get there. But I'm there now. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for being with us to allow this shift. Yeah. And it's challenging sometimes, when we're in those emotions, when something happens, or that we're viewing in our external world, or something that's, alive within us, to, that to shift, to really let it go. And that's where it just takes that, for me, in my experience, it's like keep talking to the anger. Keep talking to the anger as if it's, it's a consciousness, it's a presence, it's an energy, or the grief, or whatever it is, and say, okay, I'm continuing to feel you, continuing to experience, these sensations in my body or the tension in my body. And just keep acknowledging it over and over again. And because sometimes what we want to do is push it away or say, I've got to get rid, I can't be in anger, or I don't want the anger, or whatever. And so then we go into opposition, which creates more tension, right? And the more we just keep saying, okay, I'm feeling you, it actually softens the space, because we're not going against. We're willing to talk to the anger. What are you showing me? What do you want to, what do you need, anger? Maybe the anger just needs a hug, you know? So that's the communication that we were talking about in the beginning, right? Is everything's communication. Let's just keep communicating with these parts of ourselves. Lisa, yeah, no words to describe the level of release and new acceptance. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Thank you, Lisa.
And that right there is the part that I'm not getting. It's the communication.
Okay. Yeah.
People that weren't there in the situation
Yeah.
made a snap judgment and
Yeah.
stuck with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so that's where sometimes we have to pivot too, when we're wanting some sort of external communication. We just recognize, okay, this is the communication that's happening out there, right? What communication am I going to invite in here? So it's shifting consistently into the internal communication. And the more we come into that internal communication, the more we can release. And it's fascinating, jokes. I just saw a lot of karmic release around that, whatever it was. I didn't identify or look into it, but it just felt like there was a massive amount of karmic release, between individuals and yourself and everything in that space. So yeah.
I got it too, and thank you for that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Would anyone else like to share? I'm just going to shift it for a moment here. I just want to look across here. Does anyone want to share? You can raise your hand or just go ahead and unmute yourself, because there's no one else sharing right now. So if you just want to mute yourself and ask a question or share anything, please do. At any time, I'll see it. And because that's the beauty, that's the beauty when we can honor ourselves. That's the beauty when we can just keep that self gratitude, keep that self honoring, keep that self connection. And for myself in this practice, it shifts things, pretty quickly. Of going, oh, I recognize that just happened. I see all of that just happened. Wow, that was interesting. Whether it's something I did or said or I saw, that's something that's happening in my space between me and somebody else, or just something that somebody else is doing that I'm like trying to navigate. It's like, oh wow, hmm, what's here for me, what's here in this, what's the experience wanting to show me. And so when we can step back into that space of communicating with it, then it's like, oh, ah, how we're not in that space of static. And so we can do that with ourselves, when we find ourselves in judgment, when we find ourselves in discomfort, when we find ourselves, we can just keep saying, I hear you. I feel you, that you're feeling this way. It's almost like talking to ourselves the way we maybe want somebody else to talk to us, is inviting ourselves to receive ourselves that way. And then do something that feels soothing and comfortable for us, to shift it and to keep coming back. So this unifying of the heart and soul, that's what happens. Because the more we say yes to that part of this wholeness of ourself, and we keep saying yes to our experiences, the more our soul can say, there's space to be revealed. There's space for this information to be clear. There's space for this to land in the body and have more expression. There's space for it. And so just remembering that when we're in this space, we're consistently opening up our field for the embodiment of ourself. And that presence, that communication in the heart are some of the biggest keys to being able to do so. So would anybody else like to share? Yeah.
Hi.
Sarah, hi.
Hi. Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you really much, Steph. Thanks. It came to me probably the last night or so, listening to your responses to all the different features that you've had on and all the organisation you've put in. And the way you've held that space and the way you've managed to interact with all these different subjects of quantum fields and the science aspect, the galactic aspect, and the personal growth. It's just been absolutely phenomenal to watch you be able to handle that really. So I've had loads from that. I've dipped in here and there and heard things that I've needed to hear for my own development. And it's really nice to be listening to people so much more knowledgeable than me at such a profound level. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your presence with us in that and receiving the conversations and the information and the connection. Yeah, and thank you for your reflection back. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's I have to say it brings such joy. It's just something I really just is really inspiring to be able to connect with other people and hear what other people's experiences are and be able to relate and share and grow and expand in that way. And so, and all of you are a part of it right here right now. Where it's really beautiful. So thank you. I appreciate you, Sarah. Yeah. And may you feel more and more connected in your body and the sleep and everything shifting for you. So thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's been quite a path to be able to come into the awareness and connection to all these different fields of reality and watch it all and feel it all and be able to let it all make sense and connect into in that way. And it's been quite a path. So Linda, yeah, thank you. Feeling so much peace within. Fantastic. I'm glad you were able to experience this. Yeah. Anybody else like to share before we close out? Yeah. So just a reminder, just what is something that you can celebrate about yourself each and every day? What can you give gratitude to? What can you open your heart to and communicate with and to allow the heart and the soul to come more into this space? Gratitude for all. Thank you, Julie. Yeah. And so we'll be sending this replay out. I feel like this would be a really nice meditation to tap into. I think I'm going to go and just listen to it again, just for myself to be in the energy of it. And also, just wanted to thank everyone for being here, and as well as all of those who you were with us during the Unity Consciousness event. Good, Lisa. You came in late, though, feeling a calm presence. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, interesting point, Joe. Most of the time I'm in the eye of the storm. Thank you for bringing me back to that space. It is interesting, how we let ourselves swirl in life, and where do we bring ourselves back to the center, to the anchor point? The lights went out. Oh, wow, Cynthia. Moving some energy. Pooh, blew the socket. So, yeah, so I wanted to share a couple of announcements before we close out. This coming Sunday, I'm going to invite you all into a space to go into that space where we're going to cultivate deep presence and pure love even more. We're going to go even deeper. We'll be together for 2 hours. It'll be on Sunday, 11 a.m. Central Time. So that's 12 p.m. Eastern and 9 a.m. Pacific. And we're just going to gather and connect. And this will be a free event. Just so that we can continue to move in this rhythm and move in this flow together. So I'll be sending that invite out soon. And yeah, this replay will go out. You'll have this. It'll be on YouTube. Yeah, I feel like there was something else, but yeah, our closing ceremony for the Unity Consciousness will be Wednesday. And I look forward to just coming into that space together to integrate and share what you may have received, from that. And we can go deeper into any questions about any information you picked up from that you want more clarity around. It'd be a great space to connect again. So we're just going to keep these connections happening so that we can continually deepen and embody more and more. So let's take a moment here and breathe in and just again come into that space of gratitude for all that opened up and took place today for us. Just that continual yes to self, that continual space where we're opening our hearts and giving to ourselves and allowing ourselves to remember who we are, to celebrate the little moments and the big moments that we feel. So just celebrating this right now, just bringing a smile on your face, a smile in your heart. Celebrate yourself. That every time we acknowledge ourselves in this way, we allow such an exponential expansion and openness to our wisdom, to our soul, to our heart, to our body, to the regenerative life force that we truly are. Just feeling your feet, feeling your body in your seat, feeling this grounded, expanded connection to self. And allowing yourself to remain in this space of love and joy and support and connection, whatever other qualities you're feeling and open to throughout your day, throughout your week, throughout your month, throughout your year. And all that you do, all that you are, all that you be. So I just ask for all of our energies to be in our own individual space, allowing this field to, in its own way, continue to support everyone here and on the replay. Pure love, pure grace. So I appreciate all of you that chose to be here, and we'll see you again soon. And know that this happens every first Monday of the month. We get together and create a beautiful sacred space together. And so much love to you, and may you have a wonderful, lovely day ahead. And if you wish to, you can unmute yourself to say your salutations.
Thank you so much, Kristen. We so appreciate you, love.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Enjoyed our time together.
Yes, thank you, Kristen. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you. It's been great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Beverly.
Thank you. I enjoyed it as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Omer, Linda.
Excited.
Yeah. I love you all. Enjoy your day. Be well.
Thank you, Kristen. Definitely appreciate you.
Yeah. Much love. So much love flowing through this field right now. Woo! Everyone, just yes, let's just take this love into everything we do. Yeah. Be well.